Good evening and welcome to another episode of The Coach's Box. Ray Halbrook with live stream STL here. Hope everybody's having a great evening. We are going to get things started. We have a special presentation out here today. This is called the Potluck Edition, which means I have named each segment for each one of the coaches here. It's kind of a hodgepodge of what they want to talk about here, but I'm going to kick things over here to none other than Zach, the Body McVeigh. And Zach, how you doing, my friend?
Doing all right. How you guys doing tonight?
Hey, having fun here, and you got the guys over here too. Yeah,
We're ready to go.
We're ready.
All right, we're ready here.
All right.
Well,
I'm Ron Burgundy.
Well, we're talking potluck today, so we figured, with everybody's busy schedule with school starting and whatever Blair does on a daily basis. No, I'm kidding, Blair.
Sell some Pepsi.
There you go.
Hey,
put some Propel on the shelves, man.
It's got electrolytes, right?
Can't help that.
But no, we figured let's do something different we haven't done, and let's just kind of go off the cuff and say, just talk about a topic that we haven't really discussed yet, and hopefully we can get some banter and some argument going.
I
So
don't see this group doing that.
You don't see that?
Never.
Not
Hey,
at
let's
all?
before we go into the potluck, let's
Okay.
talk a little bit about this coaching clinic we went to this weekend.
All right.
Coach Jarvis wasn't able to attend, but he looks like he had a great time at his diaper party there that he had.
Well,
And
that's
so-
why I couldn't. That's not why I couldn't attend.
Well, we know why you
when
couldn't
we,
attend on
when
Friday
we
night.
first assigned this,
here we
he did. Blair, I go. I can't do it that weekend. We have the jamboree. I'm a football coach. Oh well, it's the only time we can go. I can't plan around everything.
Well, we can't go out to Las Vegas, dude.
Why not? Blair's got the money. He's got the Pepsi money.
Well,
He does 100 fundraisers. I mean, he's got all kinds of money.
Only two.
Only
Slush.
fun.
Only a slush.
You better get in on some of that slush fun then.
I know.
Only two.
Hey, that's okay. How did the diaper
second.
party go? Did you rake? Did you rake?
I got some diapers.
There you go.
I
I still got to give you this.
More diapers.
More diapers.
Everyone liked number
More to,
two.
more, to,
Evidently.
more to come on that. More to come on those more diapers. More to come
All
on
right,
those
so-
more diapers.
Yeah, it would have been probably a little more entertaining if you guys would have been there. I
No.
had
You'd have had to sit in the
No,
middle.
we
of the,
we saw some evidence. I think it was entertaining.
I
enough.
see.
I had to
There was plenty
reschedule. I had to reschedule so my brother could be there, and then I was
knew we were already out of town. So he's like, "Hey, well, that stuff."
Yeah.
no. I'd already planned that before you cemented the
Oh, I
coaching
did.
clinic.
Well, it's not like we set the schedule.
Oh, Blair did. He
I did.
cemented it.
All right.
I knew he was going to have that.
It's like,
Hey, would you guys move it from the weekend it's supposed to be on top of this so that we don't have to go to the diaper party?
There you
All
go.
right, thanks. Appreciate it.
Oh, Jason, I can't make it.
he
That's
tried
not
to
how it
schedule
really
it, but just like your T-shirt says there, you're killing me, Smalls.
Yeah, I mean, it's what happens.
It is. It
What do you
is.
think? How do you think the clinic went?
Well, I thought it was very informational as far as talking a lot about the change of sports and how important culture and that is, not only to the athletes but to the program, to the school, to the parents, and the importance of changing the way the program is done and the program is ran. I thought that was the biggest impact of the whole weekend. We got some drills and some different defensive stuff that was presented, but I felt like I got a lot out of the culture change and what it means to be successful. If you want to be a successful coach per se, you got to be willing to sacrifice and have a culture, and I think that was important to me. I mean, I took a lot away from that, a lot of notes. I'm probably 6 or 8 pages of notes of stuff from that. So
Gosh, you know how to write?
I did. I wrote a lot.
okay,
Man, my
that's
hand
good.
was like, oh, terrible. Yep, that was the left
You
one.
took pictures, don't lie.
No, I did not. That was my assistant.
Oh. Well, it's you, Zach. What'd you take away from
Well,
it?
I mean, to piggyback off of what Blair's talking about, it was just a reference to just how much goes behind the scenes that nobody is going to have a clue about outside of the coaches and the players and everybody.
And the parents.
No,
they don't?
No,
Oh.
no.
Oh.
No, fans, no.
They,
I mean,
they don't know? Administration? School board members?
no. No.
Oh, sorry.
No. I mean,
That
there's
is,
just,
from my experience, I feel like they do. They feel like they know. So just kind of
throwing that out there.
I just say it.
But yeah, it just it just reiterated the things that we've for over the years that we've all talked about as head coaches and what we want to try and implement. It was neat to see. I think some of the new things or things that I haven't ever heard of on whether it's how to communicate to the kids or to your fellow coaches and even sometimes to the parents. But overall, it was worth it. It was a nice time just to kind of get away and get ready to go for the season. It's going to be coming up here in 10 weeks.
Gosh, you got a countdown going.
70.
I know.
I think well, first off, I thought there were some, as all clinics, sometimes it's kind of like, oh my gosh, this person is speaking. I just want to stab my eyes and fall asleep. And when I didn't fall asleep, there was a couple of, I thought the culture part was really, really good. The number one thing that I really enjoyed, though, is the fact that we got a chance to go to a coaching clinic in person
Right.
for the first time in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
to me, that was
all over.
yeah.
New York, Maine,
Yeah, they like
Seattle.
Somebody got on a freaking plane from Seattle and came in the middle of freaking nowhere
In Indiana.
in Indiana,
close to Louisville.
close to Louisville. Yeah, we couldn't go into Louisville and do it. Whatever. What is it? College? Was
Supposed
it?
to be.
Yeah, it was supposed to be at the college, but then they
The NCAA came in like, no, you guys can't do that. No, can't do it. So according to the people who actually ran it, they had to scramble to find a place, and they found some big
North Harrison High
School in I don't know.
I will tell you this:
Indiana.
The biggest surprise.
Wait, were you in Corden, Indiana?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like the town
Yes.
Corden?
That's where we stayed at.
Oh, that's where. That's
you
where
from there?
that Terlin's family is from. There, we were just
Oh,
there
cool.
for her.
So many jokes I just want to have.
Yeah.
We stayed right there at the Hampton Inn, right off the interstate.
Oh yeah, we go there probably
Small world. I just hear that.
Small world.
4 or 5 times a year at Corden. I didn't realize it was actually in Corden.
And you
Yes.
could have been there.
Well, that's not a bad drive.
No, it's not bad to drive
See?
at all. Wasn't bad at all.
But you said Louisville, and I thought about driving
The other 40 minutes.
You gotta and you gotta say Louisville properly, and I'm horrible at
Louisville?
it. Yeah.
Oh.
And if you don't say it right down there,
It's like those people in.
So,
in,
I
it's
gotta-
like Blytheville.
a lot
It's
of-
Blytheville.
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 No, Blytheville.
Shut
gotta
up.
Put that
Go ahead.
southern-
Sorry,
I don't,
Jason.
I don't stop in Blytheville. I stopped there one time at
Blytheville.
night, and I was a little
Fishing.
scared.
Grew up.
Yes.
Did some
Yep.
fishing. Now they're grandparents from Caruthersville.
So
Go
a
to
lot
Blytheville
about
and
culture. That's
Dyersburg.
interesting.
Yeah.
Did they talk about anything about okay, so yeah, basketball culture, but you got to have a school that's going to support your culture. Did they talk anything about I went to the Jamboree last night for volleyball, right? And I want to beat the Blue Jays more than I want to beat a lot of teams, And R7 was at our Jamboree, our girls' Jamboree for volleyball, and their crowd was awesome. Mm-hmm. Awesome. I felt like I was back in high school watching their crowd and the way they cheered their kids on. And this was at a Jamboree, and they had a whole section. It was so great to see that back in a high school setting.
Right.
And these kids, they weren't rude. They were cheering on their team. They were supporting their team, every spike, every hit, every score. And I was like, man, I was envious of the support that R7 had there the other night. And so when you guys brought up culture, I was what did they say about – because, you can only build up so much culture in your program. What about the surrounding people around that?
Well, I think the biggest thing that I got from it was, if you can't sell it to the outside sources, as they say, then what do you think your kids are going to – the perception of it is going to be? If you can't sell what your culture is to the community, to the board, to your administration, to your local businesses, as far as what your culture is, then how do you think that your kids are going to respond to it? Do they see that your culture is something that's bigger than just basketball or bigger than just sports? And I think that was what T.J. Rosine said that kind of hit with me. Is it's more about basketball. It's more about changing lives and changing people's.
So not as much about basketball is what you meant, right?
No,
It's all about
there was a
basketball.
lot about basketball, but culture-wise, because I think that you look at, as far as culture, the game of basketball really hasn't changed very much. But everything around the game of basketball has changed drastically, and a lot of kids don't know how to respond and react when they put in those situations, because they have no structure. They have no, basically they have no, culture of something to stand on, that I have this as my backbone of what I want to do, and nobody knows what to say when something doesn't go their way or something. So I think that, the adversity side of a culture and what that means, I just thought that was pretty impressive to my eyes to understand that it's not about X's and O's. It's a lot more to it than that. And as a coach, I mean, we've got to realize that more and more.
I'm going to talk about what you said, Jason, when you talk about the school culture. Okay, being at small school, being at a big school, coming back now, going in from public to private, that's taught. School culture is taught. Because I'm going to tell you, down in North County, you talk about pageantry for Friday Night Lights, it's ingrained. It's ingrained whether down even to junior high, when the band starts, they do the fight song. Everybody in the school learns the fight song.
Right.
You go into just even the culture of the dance team that, they start little and everybody wants to be a part of that program as well. It is a community involvement. And just to go from small school Jefferson County over there and then going and watching a game, it was kind of like, oh my gosh, this is a show, and they're going to play a football game,
right?
And then the band's going to come in, and the band is just as awesome, and it's a spectacle, and that's kind of on a 4A, 5A scale down there in Bonne Terre, and so to answer your question, that's got to be taught, and that's got to be taught. Whether it's administrators, whether it's teachers, whether it's community, it just like anything anymore.
And it's got to start low.
It does.
And it's got to start. You got to make kids, and that's something I'm trying to work on with my program. Is make kids want to be in basketball program in Herculaneum.
When you got to teach it, you have at any more. Let's be honest, right? We all have kids, and our kids are getting older. Mm-hmm. We can think back when they were. Exactly.
Or they're going to be getting younger. But whatever you
know. But you got to think now. When we were young, it was hey, mom, dad, we'll be home in dark. Make sure before the light comes on. Make sure you're back. Now you got to have a play date with everybody. You got to know the parents before you go out. There's no just freedom just to go out and have fun. Everything is systematic and detailed. Well, if that's all they know from birth, basically, then they don't know how to cheer. They don't know how to be excited about something. So that's got to be learned.
I think that's what the biggest takeaway from it was, and we're teaching in things that when we were in school wasn't taught. It was expected, and now we're having to teach it again. And I think that's the struggle that especially when you get to, and I think they talked about it. The older generation of coaches are struggling with that because it's not the expected anymore. It's got to be taught from ground zero up.
You said it a couple weeks ago, whatever it was, about how
I said a lot of things.
how admins or Misha comes in and says you can't cheer a certain way anymore, and you just can't have fun. You can't have fun chants. You can't.
Hey, goodbye.
You're
not being sportsmanlike.
Right.
Shut your mouth.
That was awesome.
Someone needs to. Hey,
left,
someone needs
right,
to slap
left,
that woman.
right. Sit down.
Yeah,
that's
right.
That's
those are all.
Start the bus. Start the.
It was all. It's great.
No, never mind.
I love this. That's not Santa's reindeer. That's not and it's close to Christmas time.
I'll tell you what. Watching back when Hansborough was in high school, watching Poplar Bluff and DeSmet in the sectional game down at Farmington. You want to talk about some pep clubs going at it?
We had it's
great.
Graduating from Festus, we won a state title my freshman year, and we did. My freshman year, we won a state title, and it was one of the most awesome experiences as a fan.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we had 3 or 4 pep buses going to the state game. I mean, it was like the entire town, if they could be there, was there.
Yeah.
And
shut it off. And went.
I mean, it was electric. It was awesome. I mean, and to have experienced that and to try to teach that is hard, I think. I mean,
Well, and here's the question that I, asked was, do you think that as a part of a coach, do we have to change the way we coach now compared to what we are accustomed to doing to be successful? And and when I asked him that after the meeting, I asked him that question, and he said, I don't think that any coach needs to change. What needs to change is the people around the coach. And I took that kind of like, looked at him like, what do you mean by that? And he said, well, the problem becomes is the coach has a philosophy. The coach has a, basically your own culture, your own thought process, your own whatever you want to stand on, but no one else around you has it. So you have to teach those people around you how to adjust to what your expectations are, and that's hard to do to make people change. We have a hard time changing. Can you imagine what others around us are having to change now? What their perception of our programs are? I just think that a lot of times we sit back and we think, oh man, I think that's a great idea, but no one else is on board with it. And if you can't get anybody else on board with it, it's a struggle, and you might as well shut it down because ultimately it's not going to be successful. So I think that's the biggest takeaway from why culture is so important, is because it requires 100% backing from everyone, and the successful programs year in and year out, I think, have that.
It's ingrained from parents, and it's just the way you're raised.
Mm-hmm.
I've said this again. I growing up at South Iron, where basketball is pretty much the religion besides being a Baptist or Assembly of God, Pentecostal, whatever. But that's about it. When we would play bad on a Friday night, and you would go to the gas station on Saturday morning, and the old guys are in there, what we called the university, where all the great minds sit and talk about stuff. You would pretty much get ripped. It's like that was just disgraceful.
So you would avoid going there.
We tried to. It's like, gosh, I gotta get gas. Oh man,
it wasn't like pay at the pump and stuff.
No. You gotta walk in there and face the
especially
music.
down there at South Iron.
There's only one gas
there,
station,
South
and but it was like that. You went anywhere, and it was. People just look at you like, you just let us down. I'm like, good God, you're 70.
Right.
I mean, you were around when the game was invented. Did I really let you down? I mean, seriously.
I don't know. I feel that way. I mean, after one of our games or whatever, one of the other scores I check is Festus. It's a football game, you
are a diehard.
Well, I mean, if it's a football game, I'm going to check Festus' score.
Absolutely.
If it's a basketball game, I'm going to check. I mean,
and
then Saturday he checks a Mizzou one. He checks for Mizzou on
well,
Saturday.
you're dang right. I ain't checking Kentucky unless Mizzou's playing them and we're, hopefully winning.
I got a good bet on that one too.
Oh, hey. The coach's box bet. Right here.
Wait. Brought to you by FanDuel.
Wait.
What's the wager with these two guys?
That'll be the next
gotta come
segment
up
with
with
Kyle
some
Moore.
He'll be
He's got to give us the line, right?
He's got to give us the line.
Yep. I have to have him on to give us the lines.
Yeah.
That's right.
And so
what about basketball from this clinic? What did you get from as far as basketball?
I like read and react. I like dribble drive, and he's over here, which is fine.
Flex,
they brought in a guy
flex.
that was talking a little bit about the dribble drive and the differences on how they run it, and I thought that actually works really, really well. And, that was probably the best thing for me in terms of we're talking X's and O's or basketball. Like, that was new. That was just a little bit different and I'm just thinking for high school kids, way easier to digest and understand.
Than the 17 layers?
than the 17.
17 layers
Yeah.
of what, Rick Torbert's, whatever it is.
React, yeah.
Read and React.
Yeah,
He was a hoot.
Yeah.
He was a good
He
dude. but
was a hoot. Yeah, he's a good dude, for sure. But you want to talk about somebody who's been out of coaching a little bit and done a lot more clinic talk?
You can tell.
That's him. Like it's like, man, he ain't been on the court in a long time. He's been doing a lot of clinics.
Well, I liked the idea of the basketball stuff was so simple.
Very simple.
And I think that's something that as coaches we try to do too much and just keep it simple. And that was one of the messages from that college coach at Cincinnati. He basically kept it pretty simple. I mean, everything he said was simple.
It just goes back to we can have a perfect game plan, but at the end of the day, we're not shooting any shots.
Yeah.
We're not passing the ball.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple, and it's about just the Jimmies and the Joes.
Yep.
It just is.
His best story that Rick Torber, whatever his name was about the zone offense that he was taking notes on probably about 45 years ago, and he's at a clinic and he's writing it down, and this guy is talking about just this freelance guy in the middle of the zone offense. He said, I took notes, and he's just talking about where he goes, and these all other guys just passing the ball around looking for the guy flashing the seams. He said, I just ran my best player through there and utilized him. And he said the whole time I'm sitting there thinking about what player I would run through there, and this would be great for whatever the kid's name, Danny or whatever. After the clinic, he was doing question and answer, and somebody said, Coach, what was that? He's a college coach. He said, what was that kid's name that you put in the middle there? Who's your best player? He goes, Larry Bird. He said the guy just took his notes and wadded them up and threw them away. It's like, that's how I felt after leaving a lot of clinics. Sure. Just like that. It's like, that'd be great if I had 6'10" kids. John Calipari. Rebounding's easier when you got tall guys.
It is. 100% agreed.
You go recruit them. Oh, what? We don't do that.
Hit and get.
Rebound's hard to teach, man.
Is it?
Yeah, unless you have a cattle prod.
It's hard.
Ooh, write that down.
Okay.
Hit and get.
Right.
I don't.
You can say hit and get all you want, but that's what I'm saying. You can't. I'm not going to be able to teach a
What
kid.
if we put football pads on?
Kid's 6'5" and should be averaging 10 rebounds a game. I can't.
Come here.
Get
you're
that.
You're gonna sit by me until you figure this out.
Okay, and they're
I
still
know,
not
I
going to
know.
rebound.
I will.
Well, he's getting just as many rebounds sitting over there on the bench as what he is out in the game. It's like, listen, dude, you want to get on the floor?
You're 6'5", 6'6" in Jefferson County. You're going to walk into rebounds.
Well, you
sometimes.
should.
Are you
Yeah.
though?
You should.
Are you though?
Are you though? I mean, I've seen some kids who are tall just sit there and just be like, and some little midget over there eating their knees, and guess what? It's over the back. Yeah, sorry.
True.
All right.
He's always got to go to the officials. He's always got to go to the officials.
On to the potlucks here.
So who wants to open it up with their topic?
Go ahead.
You want me to?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, hold on.
Hey.
We got a name for Mr. McVeigh,
Uh-oh.
the potluck. It's McMay's Muffins. There you go.
McMay's muffins. All right. Chocolate muffins, maybe chocolate chip.
Yeah.
Sure, whatever you
I like
want.
bran muffins.
Bran muffins.
Not really. I
No.
Bran muffins.
We all probably need some bran muffins.
No.
Some blueberries.
I don't need any more fiber in my life.
I did that. I think about
Fiber?
Mike Myers, How to Get Away, or So I Married an Axe Murderer. With that, yeah, with the cups of coffee and a bran muffin
That's a dated reference.
Anyway, all right.
Go ahead.
So here's my topic. You guys answer. So I'm gonna give you a scenario. So you are going to build a major league roster. Okay. You've got $130 million payroll. We're going to say on average about $15 million, because it's, $36 million down to $10 million, all the better players. We're just going to say $15 million across the board. You get 5, we'll just call them superstar A-level compensation players. Okay? Now, all the other guys, they're under 10 mil, they're player control, but your 5 best players. How do you build, or what do you build with your 5 best players? Offense, defense, pitching, relief pitching. Go. Or do you want me to go first?
I'm going to go with
5 players. So you're going to get.
I got to name the players or name
No.
just in general.
No particular names. Okay. Just how are you going to build
Come
the team?
on, Mr. Summer Baseball. Let's hear it.
First thing I'm gonna look for. I think you have to have is an ace. Okay. Got to have that top premier pitcher. And then the second thing that I think you need to have, is you got to have a middle infielder. You got to have a shortstop. You got to have somebody that's a leader. On the field. Then after that, I think you got to start looking at the importance of a catcher, someone that's going to keep your pitchers honest. And then from that point, you got to go to the one solid bullpen guy that you can click a saver, basically a closer. Okay. And then I think your last guys, you got to have some guy that's going to be able to hit the baseball for you in the cleanup spot. I think those are the 5 key spots, in that order. Just because I think if you don't have those key components, your team doesn't have much to go start with. That's my thought.
Well, I think you're wrong.
Okay,
but we'll let Jarvis go.
That's good.
And I'll tell her you're all wrong.
That's good.
No, I'm just playing. Go ahead, Jarvis. What do you think?
What's baseball?
5. What's baseball?
I know. We're
a real sport.
5.
So 5. I got to pick 5, and that's what I'm going to start.
Yep.
5. You only got to play
9,
right?
Got a roster of 26.
Roster 26. But what am I going to start my 5 with?
Do you want some more time to think about your answer?
You want more time?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was going with your accommodations. More time for your answers.
Yeah. I'm gonna go.
I was working hard this morning. Don't worry.
Hey, this was day 1 for him.
Oh.
Okay. That's all day.
My number 1 position is probably going to be shortstop.
Okay.
That's going to be my first position. I want that field general. I want someone that can reach the balls that most people can't.
Okay.
I want shortstop.
Okay.
Then I'm probably going to want, let's see. I'm going to stick to the infield. I'm going to go third base.
Okay.
But this has got to be my power hitter / Arnado he would suffice. I'd handle that. I could handle him there.
Okay.
All right, so I got my shortstop. I got my third baseman. And then I'm going to probably want my third guy to be a catcher.
Okay.
All right. I haven't touched the pitching staff yet.
Wow.
Okay.
No, not at all.
All right. So
Okay.
I catcher. And I'm not going to even touch the pitching staff, except they're going to be my guys that I'm going to get later on.
Player control or whatever. Yeah.
Now I want a center fielder.
Okay.
All right. I want that general in the outfield.
Well, generals.
Hey, you got to have someone running that outfield. Got to have catcher running the pitching staff. You got to have shortstop running the infield. You got to have that third baseman at the corner.
Indians.
And then after that, I'm still not going pitching. I'm going to go second baseman.
Okay.
All right, those would be my top 5. And the reason why is I'm going to get me some cheap pitching that can pitch contact. And
so he's going defense.
I'm going to have a bunch of fielders that can field the ball. First base pretty much. I mean, the Oakland Athletics proved in Moneyball, you could convert people to first base to field. They get on base.
Tell them it's easy to play first base.
Yeah, it's the moon
it's
to him.
The hardest.
I'm not saying it's not
Yeah.
that it's easy. I'm just being smart about that. But that would be my 5.
So you told Scott Hedberg. Oh, you asking me now? All right. So here's what I'm thinking. I wanted somebody who's going to mash the ball. So whether that's a big first baseman who has a little bit of a glove, that'd be great. Save some runs there. I would like a shortstop and a third baseman who can both mash the ball.
Wow. A lot of people that can mash the ball here.
I want an outfielder wwho's going to get on base and table set those 3 guys who can mash
That's
the
what
thing.
you want center fielder.
Sure. And I want a pretty good catcher because he can make those shoddy pitchers, like Jason says. Because if I'm going to spend money, I ain't spending money on pitchers because pitchers historically, as soon as they make a bunch of money, they suck. Okay.
I want the young guys. I want the young guys that are trying to get a contract.
No, I would rather take J Happ if I got a bunch of guys who can hit the hell out of it. Because you know what?
Well,
throw strikes.
J-Happ,
Give me 6 to 7. Okay, don't walk, dude. Just put it in play. I got guys
you
who can
you
field it.
wouldn't want right?
Oh, I'd take Wayno right
Oh,
now.
gosh,
I'd take
he is-
Wayno for another 5
How
years.
phenomenal is this year?
Dude. Okay, wait.
For him.
Yeah, so I'd take a guy like that. What, is he some flamethrower? No. He ain't been a flamethrower his whole life. Just get guys like him.
Bartolo Colon. That's who.
Dude, I would take Bartolo Colon.
Because he might hit you some home runs too.
One. But still, hey, look, because I got guys who can hit the ball.
Wainwright had a double the other night.
And you got guys, can you get on base? The number one thing is, can he get on base, because we can keep the line moving. And that's the important part. Just keep it moving. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
me.
Here's what I'm going.
Am I wrong too, or is he just wrong?
You're on the right track. You're on the right
You're
track.
out.
I don't.
Oh,
these
baseball
guys,
coach.
Here we
these
go.
guys over here.
Me and him
don't-
picked the same damn position, so how can we
I
not
didn't
be
say
a
catcher.
You did.
Did I?
Yes.
I'm just kidding.
All
You
right,
said
here-
third. You
I
said
know
short.
what I said.
I don't care about positions. I could care less. I'm going to go the complete opposite direction of you, like usual. And like usual, I'm going to be right.
And you're gonna
'Cause
fall
I'm-
forward.
And I'm going to fall forward.
That's
And
all
I'm going
you
to
need
fall
to do.
forward scoring lots of runs. So here's what I want. I want a leadoff guy with an absolutely high on-base percentage, table setter.
Does he get on base?
Does he get on base? Yes, a lot.
He's
I don't
got-
care where he plays.
He's got the best pitcher in the
I don't
league
care.
going at him every
I don't
time. He
care.
don't matter.
He's going to get on base. Then I'm going to have
Lean into it.
a 3, 4, and 5 hitter that are all 30-plus home runs, 100-plus RBI guys.
And
Are
on
you
steroids.
you didn't set the parameters. We all thought we had to pick positions with our players.
And
Does he
on
get on
steroids.
base? Do they get on base?
On steroids, too.
Yes, all 4 of them as they hit home runs. Okay? And then I'm going to have a closer. I don't care about starting pitching. I don't care about relief pitching because I'm going to score 6, 7, 8 runs a night.
You don't need a closer then.
That's why I said closer.
You don't need one if you
Yeah,
score that
because
many
if we
runs.
give up runs, it's going to
Yeah.
be fun. It's going to be entertaining. It's going to be 8 to 7 ball games.
all you
and
gotta
we're
do
gonna
is
score
make guys
lots of
hit,
runs.
All you gotta do is make guys hit those little weak dribblers or can of corn Texas leaguers. That's it. So I don't have to have a guy who's I don't have to have.
And I'm going to use the Cardinals as a prime example.
Oh, please don't.
I'm
I just
gonna
ate
say,
a while ago.
Here's what I'm going to say.
I get sick.
Are they scoring lots of runs?
Yeah, they're not.
No, they're not. So how's the pitching staff doing?
They're
No,
Not
they're not
great.
doing great at all. So if you think they
Here
scored
recently.
a little bit
Half.
here recently,
Hey,
Lester.
out of the last 12 innings, the bullpen's pitched scoreless 11.2.
except for
Okay.
Reyes. So it's
all
not-
right,
11.2
yeah,
of
except for
those
today.
innings
Today.
have
Sorry,
been
not last
scoreless.
night.
All right, but they're scoring runs, which is keeping the pitching staff a little bit calmer. They're not puckering up and thinking I got to pitch everything perfect, pitching to contact, and they're getting bailed out by scoring runs.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Timely
Yeah.
hitting.
Now, are we in high school? No. I'm taking pitching. I'm taking Alex Winkleman, riding him to the Final Four, state championship,
Well, sure
and
you
I'm
are.
going to take high school pitching.
Sure you are.
Okay?
Yeah,
But let me ask you
high
this.
school.
Do you think the quality teams that have won with pitching?
No.
No, because I watched David Ortiz kick the snot out of us when.
That's because we wouldn't walk him.
That's my
Put
point.
him on!
That's what I'm saying.
No, 3-run home run.
600 plus
Hey, a good,
average in the World
I've
Series.
never seen anybody that
a
locked in.
good pitcher
Right.
puts him on
We
regardless.
were in the World Series. We apparently had good pitching, but not good
He-
enough because he mashed the ball.
A good pitcher doesn't mean that he's a great pitcher. He's just a good pitcher and knows I ain't pitching this guy. Sorry, but I'm not. He's better
Gets
than me.
Pulled out and then pulled out of the game, and someone else does.
Guess what? Guess
They
what?
had
I'm
how
still-
many games that
Hey,
series and they
just
pitched to
saying.
him?
Guess what? I'm still making $12.7 million this year. So what's it matter? Pull me out of the
Here you
game.
go.
I don't care.
Here you
Straight
go,
cash,
right?
homie.
Straight cash. Oh wait, my shoulder's twinged again, right?
Waka.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I was
Flaherty.
Flaherty.
Oh, all of them.
All of them. Ray, you
Bowman.
don't talk about your lineup? Let's talk about your lineup. Take that
Here's my
music
lineup.
off. Take that music
here's
off.
my lineup for
We
a
don't need
second.
commercials tonight.
Dude,
Let's go.
I'm going to find a once-in-a-lifetime player like Albert Pujols.
And you're not going to let him go because
draft
you're worried
him.
about your
We're not gonna
daggum
let him
profit
go.
margin.
Yeah. And you're going
Right.
to find somebody like that, and you're going to work around that like a Manny Machado, like a Albert Pujols. You get pitching, and you get defense, and you get one guy to be the guy, and you work around him, just like the Cardinals have done, except for this year. So there you go. I make it easy.
Here. I'd
And
agree.
anybody have any kind of rebuttal about that, there, guys?
No, I think you gotta have one guy, offensive. You gotta have some guy that you can play around with, which is what I said. But I think you gotta have a great starting pitcher, and you also gotta have a fantastic closer. If you go back and look at tradition, over the last 5 years as far as
What did you
MLB, inside joke.
Miller
here.
being Miller.
And so
Checking his phone.
you look at the justification of most teams that have won the World Series off of having a solid closer, somebody that can shut them down, and you got a one-run lead.
I don't know.
How many games have we seen in the World Series in the last 3 or 4 years that have been won by one run?
I don't watch them.
Oh, I do. I watch the World Series.
We haven't been able to see him because the Cardinals haven't been there.
Been there in a while.
True.
You know?
Did the Royals have a good closer when they won it?
I don't know.
Some guy
If they did, they had to get rid of him the next
Joaquim
year.
Soria.
Some guy. What was
question.
his name?
Joaquim Soria.
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 You didn't know that, I'd tell you. Useless
There you go.
knowledge.
That's
All right.
right.
Should be Randy.
All right.
Should have been.
You're watching the Coach's Box. We'll take a break here. We'll be right back.
Guys, I've always wanted to ask you this since you're both pitchers. What's your favorite pitch? It's a fastball? Okay, I know. It's a curveball. No? Okay, well, what's your favorite pitch? Oh, yeah. Spitball.
The Main Street Sports Show. You never know what we're going to throw at you.
Petal and Pie, bringing wood-fired Neapolitan-style pizza, Italian wines, cold beer and soda, as well as Trek, Diamondback, and Redline bicycles to the Twin City area. Petal and Pie is a great spot to start and end your rides. Get your bikes tuned up, as well as grab an amazing pie and grab it fast. Their 1,000-degree oven can have your pie ready in just about 90 seconds. Petal and Pie at 514 Bailey Road in Crystal City. Stop by or give us a call at 636-638-1080. Ride to eat, eat to ride. A pizza shop serving bicycles. Petal and Pie.
Clastique the Marketplace, the place to find vintage, resale, home decor, and much more. A unique shopping experience. Selections of over 80 vendors and 120 different sale areas, if you have enough time. Clastique the Marketplace is open 7 days a week, located at 1222 North Truman Boulevard in Crystal City, Missouri. Check us out on Facebook or call 636-638-1777.
We're here for Jefferson County.
At Fox, Dunklin, and Northwest, serving students and families.
And every county school for therapy and counseling.
We are here providing mental health for children and adults.
Dental care, doctor visits, wellness exams, and immunizations.
Responding to the demand for COVID vaccines and testing.
Join 1 in 20 residents in the county.
We are here.
We are here.
We are here.
Welcome to the Tree Family Tree.
Mama's on the Hill, home of the original toasted ravioli. For reservations, gift cards, and banquet and catering inquiries, contact them at 314-776-3100, located at 2132 Edwards in St. Louis, Missouri. Check them out on the web on mamasonthehill.com. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram for exclusive holiday offers.
You know, I do this for the love of the kids. I do it for the love of the coaches and the ADs because there's not enough high school coverage in the St. Louis area. There's just not. Once again, I get to keep my relationships with, you know, guys like you and a lot of the other great coaches and administrators and former athletes. And that's one of the cool things that we're going to do here, too, is, you know, I've been fortunate covering some great coaches and great kids, but, you know, the caravan is, you know, I wasn't letting it die. And sure enough, we're here now, and you know, the reboot is in full effect.
This is Coach Riley Blair from the Herculaneum Black Cats.
Hi, this is Coach Jarvis from the Herculaneum Black Cats.
Hi, this is Zach McVeigh with St. Pius X High School.
Hi, I'm Chris Miller from St. Pius X High School.
And you're watching the Coach's Box.
And you are watching the Coach's Box.
On Livestream STL.
It's on Livestream STL.
We'll let you know Friday Night Blitz is only a couple days away here. Herculaneum takes on Windsor. That'll be Friday, 6:45. We'll have our pregame show there for Livestream STL. And if you haven't checked out the schedule, it was released earlier today. So check that out on our website. We'll throw that up there, livestreamstl.tkdssports.com. Check that out to see if your team is on Livestream STL. As we move into our second segment here, guys, the potluck is stirring. So we'll see what else we got going on here for the next segment here.
Man, I don't know about you guys. I'm excited for Friday Night Lights.
I am.
Yeah, I am very excited.
I'm telling you, I don't know. It's just great to be back. Great just this time of year.
I'm just excited about watching fans being able to participate in the games. I think that's what I think the kids are going to feed off of. You're going to see so much more energy on the sidelines. You're going to see so much more energy on the field. I mean, I just think it's going to change the culture.
Hey,
there we go, culture.
I don't know what you're talking about. You go to Pius games last year, and you got to see that.
Well,
super spreader, but
well,
still Mark. So Jarvis, let's go. It's your turn. What do you got?
Yeah, Smalls. Right, here we go. This is Jarvis's jambalaya. Jarvis's jambalaya. So there you go.
JJ's.
So this is near and dear to my heart.
Oh boy.
Oh
boy.
You gonna talk about your son,
Grandpa?
Nope. I'm not talking about my son. I'm not talking about my.
Promised I wouldn't cry.
I'm talking about
your
future Blue.
Talking about when is the NFL going to be back in St. Louis?
Oh boy.
Or if it ever will.
Ooh.
Go.
True false? True false?
I mean, I heard him talking about the Buffalo Bills recently.
I don't know about that.
Isaac Bruce said he's bringing them back.
He brings his XFL team back. He ain't bringing the NFL.
Isaac Bruce said that is his number one goal when he becomes the owner of it. Bring it back to St. Louis.
When he becomes an owner of what?
He said he is going to.
He did say this. Isaac Bruce did.
Just about a week and a half ago. He said, "Mark my words, I will become an owner or a partial owner."
There's the key term, partial. I just say he's got about $4, $5, $6 billion laying around.
He might.
Had pro athletes ever lied before and made
never? What planet are you watching?
I did not use performance-enhancing drugs. Mark that one down too.
That's so
that has nothing to do with us getting the blessed sport of football
I did not
back.
have relations with that woman.
So I'm telling you right now, it's not happening.
I tell you
right now,
right now,
better chance of hitting the lottery and getting struck by lightning twice.
And Isaac Bruce said it this way. He said, "There is not one single city that has better fans than St. Louis."
I
said,
agree.
Show of hands, up or down. Is it going to happen?
Ain't happened in our lifetime.
And I'm going to go up 2.
Oh, 3-2.
All right.
See ya.
Sorry.
We're the pessimistic realist over here.
I do believe that
sunshine lollipops. You guys can take those.
Okay.
And put them somewhere.
Here's the other reason why I believe this is going to happen. The NFL just got some kind of 6 months ago they came out with that investigation of St. Louis leaving and gave St. Louis a bunch of money because they did it. I think NFL is going to give back and say, you know what, we're going to make it right.
No,
we're going to make it right. That's the way it is.
NFL and make it right.
And then I'm going to say, Stan Kroenke, sit on. I'm going to say Stan Kroenke.
He's number. Hold on.
The NFL has
number
changed
2.
their culture, my friend.
Oh my! Hold on. Wait a second. They still care. They still care about the money, right? It ain't coming back to St. Louis.
They're going to care all about that money.
Okay, I take that back.
Because they'll be
if Jerry
fans
Jones,
in the stands
when Jerry Jones goes goes and Kroenke goes, then maybe there's a chance. You telling me there's a chance?
Yeah.
Maybe, but those two guys got to kick
One in
the
a
bucket.
million.
5 years.
1 in a million, right?
5 years.
5 years there'll be a team here?
What about all that 1 in a million talk?
Gosh.
5 years.
Bore, what's the line on that?
Line on that one?
Hey, I'm not a betting man, but I might put a little.
little lettuce.
A couple cases of Pepsi.
What happened? What 1 in a million
Now
talk?
you're speaking
That's
my
what I
language.
There is no look. It doesn't matter. All the Rams fans and sports fans and football fans in St. Louis and the Battlehawks showed it. It don't matter because the NFL doesn't like St. Louis. They proved it time and time and time and time and time again. It's not happening.
It's happening.
It doesn't matter.
It's happening.
If Goodell will come out and say that, well, Buffalo, you need a new stadium, or we just want to keep the team in Buffalo. Are you serious right now?
He's
The
a nut.
Bills and all that. Okay, but guess who runs the NFL? Him and his little
owners,
cronies.
the owners that starts with B, billionaires.
They don't
they
care.
Make the rules.
They would put
5
another
years.
team in New York City
5
before
years.
and move Buffalo before they would bring a team. There you go.
London will get an
London
NFL
calling.
team before the St. Louis.
No.
Before St. Louis will.
I don't think so.
I will
I'm
bet that
before-
one too.
Yeah.
Players do not want to do
Mexico
that.
City.
I was
It
getting
will
ready to
get
say
an
that. Yeah,
NFL
Mexico
team.
City.
Mexico City will get an
Mexico
NFL team.
City or London
Won't
get a team
happen.
before St. Louis.
Won't happen.
Yeah.
Really?
Mexico
Listen,
City.
here's why. Nobody thought that Las Vegas would ever get a football
Yes,
team
they
because
did.
of the gambling stuff. They have one. So that's great. It's not. It's all about the money. They are not going to
And
bring them back
everybody
to
says
St.
that
Louis.
St. Louis isn't ever going to get one again.
Why don't they got an NBA team?
Vegas didn't have it either.
Why don't they have an NBA team?
I don't know.
They had all kinds of opportunities. Hell, they put a team in Vancouver. They put a team in Vancouver
I
before
don't
they
think
were
the
St.
city
Louis.
of St. Louis wants
Toronto.
an NBA team.
Why wouldn't they? They ain't got no basketball fans here. They got people. They ain't got no NBA players coming from
they
this area.
didn't because of the two brothers that got them out of billions
The
and
ABA?
billions. The ABA. That's probably why.
Yeah, because they negotiated
Silas and
the
Silas or
second
whatever it's
greatest deal of all time.
Yes.
Second?
It's the second. The Bobby Bonilla contract is
No,
literally the best ever.
no way.
The
no,
fact that Bobby Bonilla was so
no.
washed up, he's still making money.
Gee.
They
Those
just
guys,
sold out of the deal. I know they
no.
made way more money. I'm just saying negotiated a deal. Okay, so the fact of the matter is they're not going to get it.
Okay.
Just there will not be an NFL team. There will not be an NBA team in the city of St. Louis. There's going to be a soccer team. Sorry, I threw up my mouth. There's a hockey team and there's a baseball team, and that is it.
Hey,
that
they
is
could bring,
it.
they
That
could
is
bring
it.
back.
NFL will be back.
That is it.
Within 5.
No.
They could bring back the PGA.
Within 5.
Yeah.
That'll
That would
come
be
back
great.
in 2 years.
Man, that'll be nice.
WNBA.
There'll be a WNBA
No.
team before there's either of
Well,
those other two. No, there won't be
There
because they're
actually
associated
is-
with the NBA.
There actually is
Semi-pro.
women's.
There's two.
Man, I knew
There's
this
two.
would get everybody going.
Yeah.
Gee.
There's two.
Yeah.
There's actually two.
Yeah.
St. Louis
All right.
Surge.
Yeah.
5
I'm trying to think of who the other one. Oh, the Midwest Sound. That's what it is.
Well,
Midwest Sound. I agree.
Sound of nobody going to the game. Just
All right.
No, it's not happening.
Any closing arguments?
No,
Since
that's
it's your-
it. That's all.
No, he's like, I'm just going to say.
like it.
What'd you say? What do you think there, Jarvis?
I said, I think they're going to get it. I don't know 5 years, but I think they're going to get it.
All right, what's your topic?
All right. Well, that's a wrap on Jarvis's jambalaya there.
Jarvis's
There
jambalaya. We
wasn't
have
much
next.
jambalaya in there, just one thing.
I ate that stuff and
It was
spit
peppery.
it out because that's crazy.
You
There
like
ain't no-
jambalaya?
Man, you
I
have
like
something
jambalaya.
wrong with
Right.
you.
All right, we have Blair's buttermilk blueberry pancakes.
Oh, boy.
Not biscuits.
Boy, oh, boy. All
I
right,
was thinking about biscuits, but I thought pancakes would be better.
So I'm going to go off of sports here.
Uh-oh.
And I'm going to go into my three amigos sitting next to me. We're going to go into the education. We'll talk a little bit about education. That gets us some interesting topics from a parent's point of view.
Okay, you're going to give us the parent's point of view?
And I will say it in two parts. First part being, should homework be banned?
What?
Should homework be banned? Anybody want to speak up?
Go ahead. What do you think?
I wanted to go last.
You want to go last?
I want to go last.
Fine. I will do this. I will say philosophically, emphasis on philosophically.
Okay.
So many funny things I should
know.
say right now.
Well,
I love it.
I would say no homework at the high school level. At the high school level. Because here's why. And I'm going to take the public, private, out of it, I'm going to say kids in general. And I'm going to look at overall in society. You're a sophomore, you're a junior, you're a senior. Chances are now in America, you're probably working. You're probably helping your parents make ends meet, whether that's paying the house note or whether that's, apartments, whatever, putting food on the table. And if you're not working and you have younger siblings, there's a good chance if they're working that you're staying at home and you're babysitting the younger brother, the younger sister.
Right.
Or let's say, hopefully, you have an opportunity for all kinds of extracurricular activities, making some memories at the high school level. Football, basketball, baseball, band, choir, the list goes on and on and on and on. To me, I say no homework. Let the kids, either one, they have to work.
True.
Or two, let them enjoy and make memories. That's why I say no homework.
I love it, every minute of it. Anybody else want to get on and talk about it? I mean, they guys are teachers, and you know what? You can feel passionate about it. Doesn't mean that they're going to, take it away from you. I mean, if you got,
they're not going to take it away.
But
I mean, I don't assign a lot of homework. I mean,
and is there a reason behind that?
It's not because I don't want
Miller
to
just
grade
answered it.
No, because kids don't do it.
There you
What?
go.
Kids don't do it.
I tell you who does do homework. My students at
Parents?
St. Pius the 10th High School, where we care about our education.
I still assign work.
Right.
I'm just saying, when you're grading on a scale like most schools are now, 80% is their assessments or projects or tests. There's kids that are like, why even do the 20%? I mean, I've had kids not do 1 ounce of homework and pass the class with a B-.
Yes.
I did.
And kids are going to do that. If they're smart enough to do it, they can do it. I don't really have a one side or the other on this one. I'm kind of in the middle of the road. Kids are going to once in a while, if you got a big exam or test, you're going to have to use some time outside.
Right.
But we give them so many chances at school. We have cat time at our school, which is a 25-minute study hall, basically.
Right.
If they're struggling in a class, they can get help from that teacher and request to go see them. And that's 25 minutes every 4 days a week.
Yeah.
So, and I believe that teachers are trying to do everything they can to help kids get everything finished while they're in their school day.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and you talk about kids just not doing work. I don't know how many kids over the years have had the conversation with me and say, "What's my grade?" Well, it's a 60. So I'm passing. Okay, great.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
let me know when I'm not,
Right.
and then I'll turn some work in.
D+.
Yeah,
I passed.
I mean,
it's D for done, dude.
Yeah, but I mean that goes back to our beginning statement about culture, and that's a whole nother can of worms.
Remind me to go back to that
for
my next question, but I'm going to let Chris give his insight here.
Well, when I was
you want to stir the pot because he wants to. As a parent, what's your opinion?
Thanks for coming.
I know because you want to stir the pot.
I'll tell you this. I think two things. Okay, I firmly believe that homework is not educational when it comes to the home, because here's two reasons. When those kids are being taught 8 hours a day, do we as adults, when we have a job for 8 hours a day, do we have to go home and spend 4 more hours a day doing this?
When you're a teacher.
More than.
So
right.
That's my point of this is, okay, as an adult.
Okay, you said 4 hours. I don't think there's teachers that every teacher's out there assigning an hour of homework.
No, but I'm saying is, what I'm telling you, though, is I've already spent 8 hours in the classroom. You as teachers and as the students have spent 8 hours at home. Now they've got to come home. Now, as parents, I want to make sure my kids are taking care of and doing their homework and following up. So, as a good parent would do, hey, you got any homework tonight? Oh, yeah, sure, I can do. I got this, and this. And they spend, let's say, 2 hours of the night after they already spent 8.
And I bet you money that kid didn't tell you that their teacher gave them 45 minutes on Monday, 45
they might have
minutes
done
on
that.
Tuesday, or maybe not 45, but I mean,
and I'm fine with that.
20.
Okay, 15 minutes
Carry
on
the
Monday.
one.
And I'm fine with that. But here's something
your
also.
kid's not going to tell you the truth,
No,
bro.
absolutely they're not. Absolutely they're not.
I mean, they may have had all kinds of time to get that done.
But I'm going to ask you this.
Just
As
ask.
a parent, would you recommend that there be no homework so when your kid does come home, their mind is fresh to be able to be a kid and to do whatever you feel like you want to do with them as a family? Now we got to go spend 2 hours at home going over this or that on top of all.
I've never spent 2 hours with my kid.
Well, that's yours. But there's parents out there that do.
Dad of the year.
And I think that
I'm just saying, I've never had a kid bring home 2 hours unless they put something off that they had 2 hours of homework.
Okay.
So, you can argue all you want. I think it's malarkey. Your kid isn't doing what they need to do at school.
But not every teacher. I've been in some classes where teachers teach to the last second to get the informational in because there isn't enough time in the hour through the school year to get everything you in. Now, I will go on flip side. Are you going to rebuttal on anything?
Apparently you got the floor, Jack. Go ahead. Keep asking questions.
Because I want to go on to my next one, and I want to
go ahead. I didn't even say it.
I'm waiting on you. That's why I'm waiting on you.
You cut me off.
You did cut him off.
I'm fired up about this.
I see that.
Fired up.
This
is the reason why I got out of education. Here we go. Let's go.
Then, Pepsi makes more money.
Well,
and homework. Okay, so
wait.
Oh my God! I'm not gonna say a damn thing on this show, or I need to just leave and let you guys take it.
I was gonna say, so we're gonna have to limit his practice time then, because that's homework. That's extracurricular.
That's extracurricular. They can choose to do that,
but. They shouldn't have homework, but they can practice for 3 hours.
They don't get to choose.
You're so full of malarkey.
Is that their choice? Is that their choice to have homework? Is it their choice as a kid to have homework?
So it's their choice to do it or not.
It's a choice to do it. Yes,
because your boss gives you choices all the time, right?
No, my boss never gives me a choice.
Yeah, because
it says work Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m.
But if you don't do what your boss wants you to do, you're going to lose your job. Just like homework. I'm not saying that I want 2 hours of homework every night. No.
What kid's going to say that? Anyway, all right. So here's the fix.
Let's hear it.
Okay. Homework is stupid, 100%. And I was the guy who had 90% of the freshman class failing at progress reports when I started at Grandview teaching social studies because I assigned homework.
Oh, okay.
I had probably that too. So here's how you fix that. If you utilize your time, you instruct, and then you give them that time in class to do assignments, or I like to give them stuff like when we have Google Forms now, it's amazing. I can give them a bell ringer. I can give them the stuff right there to ask the essential questions that I need them to know. Well, you like that? I threw out some really big stuff.
I'm waiting for
the administrator speaks.
The DOK 3 and 4. I'm waiting to hear that.
DOK 3 and 4 questions, and then we can have a good conversation about it. And then, let me finish. You got a chance to talk.
You're a history teacher. Talk about DOK.
Hey, Max Kellerman, you are done.
Start teaching language arts.
Talk.
Go ahead.
Thank you. So I'm saying that what you do is you utilize your time. They have their time. If they're not getting it, the only thing that would save education and you could get rid of homework completely is if when kids are failing, you don't get pulled in as the teacher and say, well, why are they failing? Well, maybe you should do this and this, and you start lowering the bar for the kids. No, listen, I give them, here's the instruction. Here's the time they can work on interclass stuff. We can do project-based learning. We can do all kinds of stuff in class and utilize my time. That's why I like block schedule, by the way. So here's the thing. Once that happens, but then you have parents who piss and moan because their kids are failing. It's like, listen, they have time to do it. We're not sending stuff home. We're not sending home so they can have their time, and I agree with that 100%, but they're not doing it, so we're going to hold them accountable. They didn't pass the class. You failed it. You do summer or you retake the class next year. End of story. I don't care if your dad is the president of the stinking school board or not. You're done. You can't do it. You didn't do your damn job. They got plenty of time to do that.
Well,
but that's what I'm saying. So it's over.
I have anxiety.
Some unicorns and all kinds of fantasy.
I know, but that's why it
sprinkle dust.
But if you're going to go 100% no homework, then you have to do the other part. You can't just have your cake and eat it too. That's what everybody wants.
Yes, you can.
Sure, you can. That's why all these teachers get fired and move around, and everybody gets to do what they want to do. I don't like this, so I'm just going to let's get that teacher fired. That's stupid. That's stupid.
Agreed.
So if you don't want the homework, then you have to say, okay, when you go to school, Johnny, if you don't utilize your time, you're going to come home and I'm going to kick your and that's just the way it is.
Here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to go one step further.
We go. All right.
Oh, we're back. We're back.
I'm gonna go.
That was
that was the fantasy.
Yeah, the fantasy land.
Oh, hey.
That's true.
Scooby-Doo ending. I'm gonna go one step further. I'm gonna say this: by about them going into their end of their I'd say into their freshman year. Okay, you get to do a couple things. Okay, now you tell me if this is all right as a parent. Hey, you probably want to go to college. We're going to let you go this way. Oh, wait, you don't want to go to college. We're going to go ahead and put you into trade school and have you go this way. Or, hey, you know what? Maybe military, career ready, something. We're going to go through this path. And that way, the kids will do their homework because they want to do this.
Track kids.
What's wrong with that?
Well, apparently somebody said that's not good.
Because we're all about feelings, right?
I agree with that.
But what's wrong with, hey, you want to be.
Because my Johnny is not as smart as your Johnny, and I'm upset about it.
And now your Johnny's on the spot.
Then maybe you should have helped Johnny when he was before kindergarten, teach him how to read and write.
No, it's your job as a teacher. My job is to tell you when you're not doing your job.
Sure.
Oh,
How many times have I heard that?
Oh, well.
In roundabout words. What's your second part of this?
Well, this is even better.
Well, I mean, and you know what? Wait. I got one more thing before you go on.
Okay.
My son and my daughter both are in all honors courses. All right, my son's got 4 of them. This is his junior year.
Homework?
This is his junior year. He's got. How the heck are you going to be in an honors course and not have to? You're going to have to do something at home once in a while.
Do you want him to have homework as a parent? Do you want him challenged?
He's got to be challenged a little bit. If he's going to take these honors courses and he wants to be an engineer or something, you're going to tell me that he doesn't have to do anything once he leaves the house? All he wants is people to concentrate on basketball.
No.
That's why she's not going to start on the first year.
No.
Oh, she's got because I'm going to be in the office. I want a meeting with my AD. Your AD. I want a meeting with your AD to talk about your coaching style.
And why can she not have her number?
You got to follow a chain of command. Your daughter needs to come speak to me first.
She will.
Chain of command my rear end. Play that, Ray. Play that, Ray. Yeah, that's what I think about parents and listening to chain of command.
Second part of your question.
All right, go ahead.
So, the second part of that question is, should standardized testing be abolished?
Man, I like that one.
And here's what I tell you about standardized testing, and I'm going to go off this with this. Here's what I think once we went to standardized testing, I think our society has lost its culture of understanding what it's like to be a kid. We are teaching everything to a test. You can tell me that everything I do in life is to a test.
I'm not.
Everything I do in life is a test.
Nope,
is everything you do in life to a test?
Everything in life is a test.
It is a test, right?
That's what I was told.
Every single day you get tested, correct?
I definitely get tested.
Now, my point to that is
this daggum Disney Plus is not working. This
Samsung Smart TV sucks.
But how many kids know how to write a check? How many kids know how to use a debit card? How many kids know how to
debit? You're going to tell me? I know 6-year-olds that know how to use a debit card.
I disagree with that.
How many kids know how to change a tire? How many kids know how to
that's parents' job. That's mommy and daddy's job.
It should be.
It's mommy and daddy's job. And you know what? That goes back to this whole fundamental issue. It's a family problem.
But by my saying that,
it's not. Don't legislate me or don't force me.
But we're not giving them any time to do that because they're doing their homework.
Okay, so I'm going to pull that homework into consideration with this. Is that homework the important part of making a kid understand what they're doing? Is that homework, or is it more of a standardized testing being done that's what cultivizes our school systems? That's what controls our school system.
I'm thinking maybe language would have been something.
What are they teaching?
That's English.
The whole thing is that you want to it's competition, and you want to see what the state of Missouri looks like compared to California, compared to Massachusetts,
compared to Canada.
Why do you care?
Canada, but you don't know how to get there. But
that's
anyway,
where the money comes from, because it all comes back to money.
You didn't have enough homework in geography class.
You want those federal dollars, and so the only way to get those federal dollars is to have a
have high scores.
Is to have high scores. So everything comes back to
And
money.
not even high scores. Keep them butts in the seats.
I just don't like the idea that as teachers, and I know not every teacher is like this, and I've had that, but so many teachers have to teach to that standardized test that I feel like.
Why? Tell me why.
Well, I don't know.
So
because
they
it's
keep their jobs.
Okay, so my point to that is here's what I'm saying. How many times do you get a chance to teach life lessons in class?
Not a lot.
Not a lot, right?
Is that on the Missouri Learning Standards?
Did you get into education to teach to a test, or did you get an education to teach life lessons and to
lives?
To
right?
affect lives, right?
You can
So
still teach life lessons and all that.
you can, but how many times do you get it now
I do
compared to
all the
what
time.
you did 10 years ago? Before standardized testing was really a major focus.
I mean, my class isn't tested, so.
But yeah, my point. Yeah, yours tested, but if you were a teacher that was tested,
No, but
how do you think-
But I'm doing things in my.
But
I'm doing things in my class to help
Right.
the other person that is going to eventually have to. They're going to eventually take that test.
They're going to be tested somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Those kids are. So I just feel like standardized testing has taken away from the overall understanding of life lessons and life skills and life opportunities that those kids don't always get.
So having a homework assignment and a deadline for that homework assignment and all that isn't teaching any life skills. I mean, your boss isn't going to give you anything.
It is.
Here's no deadlines.
Hold on.
There's no anything.
We're good. Hold
Hey,
on,
you
Ray.
get to
This is
answer
good.
this one.
This is good. Hold on. So here's what I'm going to tell you, though. But we're talking about competition. Look at the ACT. How do you get scholarship money? ACT. Because how do you differentiate from you as it? Oh, still is ACT. I'm
Getting
tell you
ready-
right now.
getting ready to go
Parents,
away.
ACT means $sign, $sign.
Getting ready to go
Okay.
away.
So here's the thing. How do you have a kid who's going to get more scholarship money? How do you
Kid with the ACT score that's
kid
higher.
with the ACT score that's higher.
Standardized
So
testing.
that's why maybe it's important.
Totally get that. I get that totally. But my point to
he
this
voted
is
for Biden. But go ahead.
I know. Oh, mother.
You didn't even get to.
No political
Did
talk
you
here.
talk?
No political talk.
No, I
here.
didn't get to.
But testing,
He's
as
not
far
letting anyone talk except him.
I mean, because I'm very passionate about this. Education is a very big passionate thing of mine. That's the reason why I got out of it was because of standardized testing. I felt like I was being a teacher of following a chain of what I needed to teach instead of teaching to a culture of what I wanted to teach in the classroom as far as making a difference.
Did you actually teach a class?
For
like
2
you
years.
were a teacher?
For 2 years. And
you have a teaching degree and
I
all
did
that?
in Illinois. But, the point of it I was making is.
That doesn't count over here.
Evidently.
But I've really struggled with, watching education for the last 16 years. And everything comes down to, like you said, the money. Am I doing the right thing educationally as a teacher? I can guarantee you guys do an exceptional job in the classroom, right?
He said I did good.
Well, you did. But you know what?
Don't get started on teacher evals because
At
that's
the
a whole
end
nother
of
can of worms.
at the end of the day,
Or
did you
coaching
make
evals.
a bigger impact in those kids' lives by giving them homework or teaching to whatever that standardized test
But
score was?
I think you're talking apples and oranges when you go into homework. Homework's supposed to reinforce what you learned for the day.
Should be.
And then ultimately for the quizzes or for the test.
I
So
get
that
tested.
means you've got 5, 10, 20 minutes of something to reinforce at home.
I'm fine
I don't
with that.
necessarily think that's a bad thing.
I'm not. I'm fine with that.
But
I'm fine with that. That's the difference between homework. Homework to me is busy work.
Yeah. I'm going to blow all your minds away with this. Why is standardized testing such a big deal? Because at the end of the day, you flush it. You learn it for the test and you flush it.
I see what you're saying. You're talking about
You learn it for the test and you flush it.
Agree.
Something to think about. Right?
I agree.
I
I mean,
retain
it's
a
something
lot-
a little
I mean,
bit.
And
of
if you're and so at the end of the day, what are you really learning?
You're going to retain some of that knowledge.
Some of it you're going to retain, but what do you
5%
utilize,
most
maybe,
of the time.
yes.
5%. I'm just saying.
Chris, what about you?
Yeah.
Oh, I got to go break.
I think we need to go to break.
All right, we'll come back and we'll talk
Yeah,
about
let's do
your
that.
answers on it, and then we'll go into your final topic for the night.
We will. You are watching the Coach's Box. We'll be right back.
national sales event.
Ooh, RAV4.
It's a great time to save on the 2021s while they last.
Ooh, Venza.
Toyota's got an exciting lineup to choose from.
Oh, Highlander, could you?
Oh, sure. You have to understand, it's the national sales event.
Right now, get up to 2.49% APR and $750 TFS subvention cash on some of our favorite Toyota vehicles, like the 2021 RAV4, Highlander, and Camry.
Hey, that's my line.
Toyota, let's go places.
Tell us we can't, and we'll prove you wrong. Knock us down, and we'll get right back up. Call us risk takers, misfits, bad boys. But we know what we want, and it feels like American muscle, looks like advanced engineering, and smells like fresh, cut grass. Bad boy, mow with an attitude.
Wiley Agencies have locations in Festus and Arnold to serve you. We offer home, vehicle, business, and life insurance, as well as investments and much more. We utilize a custom approach to make sure you, your family, and assets are properly protected. Give us a call today for great rates and savings at 636-764-6294 for the Festus office or 636-333-9903 for the Arnold office. We'll be happy to review your current coverage or just talk sports. You can also email us at SeanWiley@allstate.com.
Hi, I'm Lawrence Crodinger with Home by SMCI. Whether it's residential or commercial, we have the right products for you. Global Plasma Solutions will attack your bacteria, mold, viruses, even help dust in your house. They install easily, less than 45 minutes, and it's invaluable for the rest of your life. If you're interested in any of the products that we do offer, give us a call at 636-337-4444 or send us an email at service@homebysmci.com.
Tire Bargains, your one-stop destination for all your vehicle's needs. Established in 1985, we offer the best deals on all major tire brands, custom wheels, and lift kits. But we do so much more than just make your vehicle look good. We also help make sure it rides and drives good by offering a full range of repair and inspection services, including alignments. Whether it's custom accessories or repair work, Tire Bargains has you covered. Tire Bargains is located at 2100 Truman Boulevard in Crystal City. Give us a call today at 636-937-0021.
Hey, Ray Halbrook here with Livestream STL. We hope you're enjoying tonight's broadcast. Do us a huge favor. Check out our brand new website, livestreamstl.tkdssports.com. There you'll see plenty of information about your schools, articles about different games and whatnot, and we appreciate you checking that out. Do us a huge favor also. We'd really like for you to mention Livestream STL to your athletic directors and superintendents. Tell them you want us in there to bring high value to your school. We'd appreciate that. And thanks again for watching tonight's broadcast. We'll let you know Friday Night Blitz right around the corner, a couple days away here. Herculaneum at Windsor. That'll be at 6:45 for our pregame. And you need to check out our website in order to find that, livestreamstl.tkdssports.com. So check that out as we move on to our final segment here. And gentlemen, it's been fun doing the potluck.
Yeah, we saved an entire segment just for you, Coach Miller.
Yeah, kind of sort
of. Just for you.
For the infamous.
It better be good.
Coach.
And we're going to call.
Be good.
We're going to call this one. This is great. Let me find it here real quick. It is Miller's Marmalade.
Miller's Marmalade.
There we go.
There it is.
Marmalade.
There we go.
Here's
Yeah.
the marmalade.
By the way,
Molasses.
standardized testing sucks.
Yes, it does. I agree.
Get rid of it. Stupid.
I agree with you, my friend.
Absolutely stupid.
I agree with you.
Stupid. Dumb. Get rid of it.
Get it out.
So, I'm sorry, I just had to get off my
Okay.
chest.
Was you
Wouldn't
feeling
know
better
why.
now? Hold on.
Okay.
Check your pulse.
Yeah, low blood pressure.
Hey, there
Lose
we
a little
go.
weight. That's what happens.
Hey,
All
well.
right, so.
And
this
scene.
is going to be funny
And
for somebody, I'm sure.
gosh.
Oh my gosh.
What's your thoughts? Let's just put it this way. How is trading film different between sports? And what's your thoughts on trading film?
Okay,
Do we want to wait?
I am
Do we want to wait?
I do.
He is going
right on in.
Sorry. Hold on. Get the close up.
Here's the deal.
Here's the deal.
Boy,
I'm not even talking about basketball. I'm going to talk about football.
Okay.
And there are coaches out there. Oh yeah, let's trade 2 films. Blah blah blah. And you get a film. Like I swear to you, there's a team south on 55. We got a film from them, and you couldn't even make out the numbers of the. Well, I had a new film. You're telling me that's the film that you critiqued your team.
How long ago was that?
They all have the same last name anyway, don't they?
How long ago was that? Just so you know, because I can tell you what happened.
Oh, you can't say that stuff.
Yeah,
No one knows
you
it
can't
is.
say that.
How long ago was the video sent to you? That's what I want.
Years ago.
Okay.
But we're talking. It's not
It's
a
the
far.
right,
it wasn't a
right,
far drive down 55. Let's put it that way. It is a pretty close drive, and it looked like the game was filmed from our smokestack over there in Herky.
It could have been.
And
You
so,
never know.
This is what I'm
drone.
This is what I'm saying. So I hate how football is because like they all trade,
Chief
but
Wahoo.
then you never know what the heck you're going to get back on the other end. It's
true.
So now they have previews like in Huddle. I would have told them to take that film and put it somewhere.
Right.
Stick it where the
All right. And
In the
there's
smokestack?
and they always pull this crap. Oh, I had a new film, or oh,
It's
it was
week
a
8.
kid and
It's
did-
week 8.
Dude, it's week 3. You ain't or week 2 or whatever. You've gotten it figured out by now. You're not doing that.
The other films that you sent so-and-so that I got from them, it looks like just fine.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So the football thing, it's kind of. Dude,
What's your thoughts on basketball?
But, hold on, but why? Give us the why for the handful of viewers that are going to watch this. Why? I don't know why. Why do that? What is it? Gamesmanship?
Why?
You call that gamesmanship?
I'm asking the football coach.
I would like to punch them, but I mean it's ridiculous. I wouldn't if I'm playing and the rules are say it's your conference rule or say it's just a gentleman rule in football. Hey, we usually trade 1 or 2 films. That's what in football. It's usually 2 films.
Yeah.
So if you've had 2 weeks, they usually will trade. Both teams are getting it.
Right.
So it's not like, and why make me have to go to the extra mile and do all this crap to go around you to get someone else's, dude? Just give us the film. You got to be a jackwad. And so, and it doesn't have to be filmed like from a mile away. I mean, it's just stupid.
Is there?
You're not that dang good that if I watch one, I mean,
is it an opportunity that you can send coaches to the schools to go film like
you could
16, 17 years
and
like I had to do when I was
you can
middle
do
school
that.
coach?
You can do that, but it's like I mean,
I
don't
know
know
it
what
should be.
I've never been a head football coach. I'm
Right.
just going by what I've heard.
Right.
And they usually trade.
So what's the difference between football and basketball coaches when it comes to trading film?
I'll tell you, in my experience.
Well, it's still Jason's time.
Okay.
Don't interrupt
Time
me.
ain't no time. Go ahead.
Time,
Jason.
It's go
basketball. I mean,
That's good.
you're not supposed to like your conference. Okay, it's a conference opponent. Like, okay, here's a perfect example. When you guys were playing at Rolla.
Yeah.
All right.
Which time?
Which the one time you've only been
no,
there once.
I played twice.
You've been to Raleigh twice?
Yeah, we played that same year in the Christmas tournament.
I'm
But you're
talking
right, hey,
about
dude.
like the real stuff, like the playoffs and stuff. If
Playoffs.
I had someone message me and be like, "Hey, I need a tape on so and so," and here, gosh, I can't send that tape. I mean,
Why?
I would hope Miller wouldn't send that tape of me.
Why? Please tell me why. Explain to me.
what McVay is saying, he would definitely throw Miller
Yeah.
under the bus.
Why not? Why not?
For a 20 and a pack of Zima, McVay's like, I'll take it. Here,
But
have
tell
it.
me why.
Have all the film.
Tell me why. Like, what's the point and purpose? We live in a day and age where it's like, oh, you're going to tell me no? Okay, copy, paste,
find it.
send to the next coach.
Everybody's
Copy, paste,
got
send to
Huddle
the next
now.
coach. Everybody, what's the point?
Not every-
It's film. Hey, I do the blue chips approach. You know, Nick Nolte. I'll go over there and I'll give Bobby Knight our game plan, and I'll tell him exactly what we're going to do, because it ain't about that. It's about executing. Who cares? It's film.
What do you think?
Well, I'm perfectly fine with sending my film out. And here's 2 reasons why. Now, my assistant coach will tell you completely the opposite. But
Your assistant coach is a film
guru, yes.
Yeah, I guess
100%.
that's the way. I wasn't what I was going to use, but go ahead. Go ahead. I'm glad you cut me off.
Another 4-letter word, right?
Yeah.
I'm taking care of you, Coach.
Yeah.
But, you know.
I had a 5-letter word.
He ain't gonna be able to watch anyway.
It was a
Hey,
5-letter.
he can't even watch anyway because it's like, what, soccer night or whatever he's got going on?
Yeah.
What do we say?
That's
It
true.
was
That's
one of
true.
his-
He's got
He's
like
like, he can't even watch it.
FIFA Cup.
We
Go
heard
ahead.
about that all weekend. But I think that in this state of time, we can know all about our opponent, but at the end of the day, does it really make that big of a difference?
No.
When we get out on
It's
the
how
field
your kids
of court,
perform on that
100%.
given night.
Exactly.
I mean,
I
and
can
we're
fill
dealing
them
with
with all of
16, 17, 18,
Exactly.
and 14
Is it for the
you know?
kids anyway? No. No, it's for us to find out, okay, this is what they do. This is what they
Or
like
this
to
player
run.
does this.
The smirk on Miller's
pilot.
face is enough to say
I just
right
remember
there.
this conversation one time
my
when Jason
gosh.
asked me for our film on
Oh,
Pius
my
when I was
God.
at Grandview, and I'll
I
just tell you,
probably agree with you.
whenever I first started coaching in Southeast Missouri, and you had everybody hidden with the hills and trees, and still VHS, and everybody's just now starting to use like rewritable DVDs, which that was unheard of.
DVDs.
When you trade films, the rule was you don't trade with the team that you're going to play if you haven't played them already. You're not going to trade them film. So when you asked me for our film and we hadn't played you yet, I go, I'll give you a scout film. I ain't giving you our film. Well, why not? Because we ain't played you yet. Well, I'll give you my film.
That was not true. I was not asking. We had already played. When I asked you for the film, yes. Yes, we did. Al Davis said you were Al Davis ruling that whole thing. That was not that was not true. I was not. I don't think I was even asking for a film of you. I was asking for a film of someone else, and it was we had played already.
I don't know about that because it was early. It was in like January
Well, we
or
played
something.
it. Yeah, we played in how many tournaments in the same Grant when you were at Grandview?
I don't remember.
We played in
Crystal City
tournament.
I didn't play
We were-
Crystal City tournament. We used to start out Caledonia tournament.
Well, whatever. It's still.
I'm
it
just
was-
saying it was your first year. I remember you got really pissy about it, and
because it wasn't even a film from you guys. It was someone else.
And again, it was. I mean, it was interesting to trade film with anybody. I actually had somebody get mad at me because I gave them a film, give someone else they were playing a film for the state quarterfinal game, and back it was a very nasty email I received from this other coach because they thought I shared the film, and I'm like, no, I didn't share. I lied, I did. No, I wouldn't do that to you. But now, my feelings are different today than they were back then. Me and Zach here will disagree though, because
hold on. What'd you say about standardized test? Insert play it back, Ray, because that's exactly what this is. Yeah.
Here's what I'll say.
It's film. Trade
No.
it.
No.
It's saving everybody time, energy, and effort. Just
10
trade
years
the
ago
film.
when there wasn't technology where you couldn't
10
go.
years ago?
Sure. You could not go and find on the internet.
Sure.
Yeah, before
Let me
Huddle.
let me go look on the internet. Let's see. Let me find
10
the
years
St.
ago?
Pius versus Bayless basketball game on Friday night, August 25th.
That's a different story.
Oh, here it
COVID
is.
changed a lot of that.
Here it is. Okay, I found it. Okay, perfect. Now I'm gonna watch it. Hey, will you send me your film? Oh, we didn't film it. We didn't have nobody to film it. So,
I've had that happen, and it's basically been on YouTube.
yeah, and then you look
From
like
them.
a complete jack because you didn't film it.
Okay.
but it's on here.
But
if I wanted to find it, I could go find it.
All right, whatever, that's fine. But here's the thing: I know you can go get it. instead of me just giving you my film, you just take your lazy ass and you go and do it. Do the legwork then. I don't care. I'm looking at somebody else's stuff.
That's part of it. That's the whole part of it. It's an association of coaches, right? That's why we have to pay the money.
What if you don't like them?
What
if you don't like them? You trade film with coaches you don't like?
I trade film with anybody that asks for film. You know why? Because they're asking for film.
So if they were up 50 on you and they bring their starters back out in the fourth quarter, you're going
to
trade film with them?
It's happened, and yes. It's happened multiple. Hold on, carry the one. About 8 years. And I still traded film.
Where's it written at? The welcome sign. You just get walked on like that.
There is no welcome sign. It's called called film. It's not Armageddon. It's not going to affect Armageddon. Trade the daggum film.
Now, listen,
because here's the thing. You tell me no. If you tell me no, okay, fine. Now I got to take 5 extra seconds out of my life to call this coach or that coach.
Take your 5 seconds that you might be game planning on me.
Okay.
Look, listen. You're right. They can go and look. They can go do this, and it's just for the coaches. But by God, if I can squeeze out 4 points on having an advantage, by God, 4 points for me last year was pretty damn big.
Right.
So I'm going to take it, and I don't care.
Well, and I mean, I'm not like trading with everybody here.
Yeah, I'm not trading with everybody either.
And
I've had coaches from
Miller
across the state,
and I'm with Miller on this. I mean, we don't. If I'm going to play Miller, I'm not going to ask him for his film against someone else.
Why? What does it matter?
If
You're going to get it anyway.
Yet,
I know.
And what if it's down to the conference player, and the winner of our game is the difference, and I've already given him 4 of my films? No.
If he's asked for it,
it doesn't matter. Listen, Jason understands. I understand this, and I'm a lot better than what I used to be about it because I used to be kind of a.
You were
kind of
about
it.
Well, and
so kind of a.
Okay, if everybody knows, I'm an asshole and I don't care. But I don't share film with everybody like Jason. Yeah. But I agree with Jason. If someone else, if one of my friends goes to the state playoffs and someone calls me or messages me and they want my huddle film, I'm not sharing it with them because I'm staying loyal to my buddies, and that's just the way it is.
Well, I didn't even there was a couple guys that have asked me for film in the past, and I just never even answered the huddle request.
Then do that. I don't know. I just it takes.
Well, dude, I mean, I'm sorry if me or Miller were if he was to win a district title like he did, and I had someone completely across the state that is never going to help me with anything.
You don't know that. You can never say never in this business.
Depends on who it is.
You never say never. You never burn bridges in this business.
I'm not burning a bridge.
You are. By being a jackwagon, you are.
So you're going to tell all those big school conference teams, the big schools in the JCAA that won't share with me or anybody else when you play with big school because, well, we got an agreement we're not sharing film, except for that one guy who always does, because I'll find that guy.
Exactly.
They
won't do it. Okay? But we have this unwritten rule. They'll go around and deny
unwritten rule. Share the film.
I ain't gonna do it. So you know what? I'll go around and I'll find the one guy. And I know he's my guy. If I need a film on this school that won't share because of this, I'll go this. But then when I need on him, I'll go this guy. And that's just the way I do it. And I really don't care. You said it's 5 extra seconds of my life. I'll do it. But you know what? When it comes down to me, I don't forget when they don't share.
And that's why I would share it with everybody.
Basketball coaches. Wait, there's a football you can run out of a wing tee. You can run how many different plays out of that? If I line up and look like I'm in running flex, guess what we're going to run?
Flex.
I don't want to give them any other intricacies on this. So it's not the same when I have 11 guys and they're all doing some other stuff, or how's the line block, or the guard pulls, or we're going to do this. We're going to pass the ball and we're going to set a flex screen and then we're going to set a down screen and he's going to pop up. Now, how do we do those things, or what different things? I don't want to give any of that away because that 4 points might be the difference in the game, and I want every single advantage I can get without being Bill Belichick and going and recording their damn practice.
I'm probably better at trade film than I'm more willing than him sometimes.
Okay, when you two play each other,
with a lot of people.
Okay, when you two play each other, I don't know whatever date it is, December, January, February.
I got to get film from other people.
Are you going to have
January 16th?
Time out. Are you going to have film on St. Pius?
Yes.
Are you going to have film on Herky?
Yes.
Then what the heck does it matter to sit here and say?
Because we just know how we are.
Hey,
you no big thing.
Oh my God!
And we'll go get wings afterwards.
Oh my!
Don't matter.
No, I don't know.
Well, it matters.
You didn't trade film with me. I'm not going to get
Here's
wings.
what I said.
Come on.
Down the last 3 or 4 years, I've shared some film on some teams that have played us in the postseason, and I've known some teams that have beat us in postseason, and I've went and asked some coaches that I know on the other part of the state to get film for them to try to benefit those coaches, because 2 reasons is I hope that one day when I'm down the line and hopefully I get a chance to go compete down there and I don't know anybody, I can call this guy up or I can call that lady up or I can call that guy up and say, hey, we're getting ready to play in the Final Four and we're getting ready to play this team out in Kansas City, and I know you played them a couple times in the last couple of years. Can you give me anything you can on what that guy's philosophy is?
Well, and
it's called the golden rule.
I do it.
It helps.
It's in a book.
Well,
Read it.
The more people you know in more places is going to help you.
Yeah.
I went to college at Central Methodist, and I had people all over the place. Mm-hmm. I've called people that I hadn't talked to in a long time and went, hey, I'm playing yo-yo. Can you give me something on them? I know you got it. Yeah, I'll hook you up.
And then share. So then the flip side of that is what I do at the end of our games with some of my good closest guys, I'll give them my scouting report of here's my scouting report of your team. I'm going to help your kids and you as a coach. I give them exactly what we find about them, because here's what
I've never had a coach
and they've given me theirs of my team, and I've shared it with my kids because it helps our kids and their kids have success. And, at the end of the day, is that the right thing to do? Some people say it is, some people say it isn't, but I believe that it comes back tenfold, because my kids now know what other coaches see, and they change their mindset. Or if I'm going to go play that team,
I've done it to prove a point.
I've done it.
Here's what other coaches.
Here's
what other coaches think of you.
I don't mind that. But I don't like sharing film with just everybody and every person, even if
willy-nilly. Here's a film.
Why not? It's all digital anyway. You're going to get it.
Well, now you have people like Livestream STL. Guess what? I couldn't find a Pius game, so I looked up.
There you go.
Like, hey, Ray, did you guys have these guys yet?
I can't tell you how many people have called me over stuff like that.
We have.
Hey, you said yes for a nominal fee.
Yeah. For $150 million?
You know?
No.
Hey, for $25, you can have this.
Right. It's film. Trade it.
So this is what I've learned today. I've learned that steroids fall forward, and it's just game film.
You're going to get it regardless.
Right? No homework.
There it is.
There's sometimes, though, you may not get a film on someone.
What? No.
Yes.
I have never not.
I have.
What's the grammatically correct way to say that? I've never not gotten film on a team.
Never not received the film?
Yeah. Whatever. I need a film on somebody. I'm getting film on somebody.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I'll find it, but just.
Hey, guys.
And that goes all the way back years ago when, yes, it was DVDs.
VHS.
Well.
Super 8s.
I didn't coach. I wasn't a head coach when it was DVDs.
It was miserable.
Basketball.
Miserable.
I can't tell you how many coaches I've had stories about. Hey, I got on a Saturday. I got to go take VHS film.
Oh yeah.
Halfway across.
I
the
remember
state.
doing it in football. The assistant coaches were the ones that usually had to do that crap.
There it is.
Been there, done that.
All right.
Yeah.
I drove all the way. I met someone halfway from Caruthersville.
Right.
Hey, that's a big shout out, Coach McVeigh, putting this together tonight.
Yeah.
I thought this was a great show. I mean, we all got to banter a little bit with each other, disagree with each other, but this is fun.
And we need to thank
Kettle Hut. Yep,
yeah,
absolutely.
Yes.
The folks over here at Kettle Hut, we had to make a change here to do the double show and re-record it and pre-record it so we can actually do it.
Yeah, nice to be able to
chicken wings here.
So there you go. All right.
Nice to go out different communities, different places. We can kind of highlight them with. We're year 2 of COVID, and like I said, trying to help them out any way we can.
This place was packed about 3 hours ago.
Yeah, it was.
I'm just
saying.
Was.
Yeah,
it's
thank
always
you.
packed.
There you go.
Love it.
There you have it. There you are. Thanks for watching the Coach's Box. Don't forget Friday night we will be out at Windsor High School. Herculaneum takes on Windsor. 6:45 for our pregame. Get that game again on our website here, livestreamstl.tkdssports.com. Check that out. We also have plenty of other things on the website, so check it out. For all of us here at Livestream STL, the Coach's Box, have a great evening.